Hey everyone, it's Mike here. We have another lengthy and raw video over here. And just to start it off, I wanted to say that before I was using these large charts like this, something like this, a few holes inside, a few pieces fell off. But the idea here was that you have a huge board. In this case, we got 40 slots, 8 across and 5 down. And the goal was to put one encoded song per slot. Excellent. And then there's different variations on it. Like instead of 40 at a time, here's a 4x4 grid of 16 at a time. And once again, each one of these color combinations is actually a song. And we know to look at it a certain way, as there's always two little black squares in every 7x7 pattern. There's always two little black squares like that. So this large songboard has been known as having the small little shapes. Very cool. Now on a different wavelength, we have, we're falling down over there. We have here, this are the larger pieces where it's actually, what is it? 4 times the size. So instead of 7x7 pieces, it's still 7x7, but each square is like a 2x2 thing. So this I call like the larger version. And again, you always got the 2 black squares popping out on the side like that. There we go. And what's cool is, just playing around with this a bit, I actually have a whole bin of these guys. But what's particularly cool is that since there's always those 2 black squares on every song pattern, you can stack them up kind of like a staircase. Imagine walking up a flight of stairs. Right? And you go step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5, step 6. So that's a cool way to remember it. And you can always break them off. They're pretty easy to break off. You can add and remove them. You're essentially just changing your staircase. So songs in every language and encoded in a color form, and you can stack them up like a staircase. And if you build a bunch of these, you can keep adding them up. So let me add another one. And again, you just add it to the next. There should always be 2 black squares, and you keep going, climbing up. Here's another one for 2 black squares, etc. And it's particularly cool. You can add a little piece at the bottom, kind of like make like a ramp going up. And also, very important, if you ever forget, let's say one of my song squares, one of my patterns, if you ever forget what song it is, not a problem at all. All you have to do is punch in the top row. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to take off the top row. So remember, it's like those first 7 color pieces. So I'm just taking it off, and here it is like this. So you can imagine the top just, oops, oh, fell down. Okay, so here's the full song. I'm looking at it this way. So, or we could turn it like this. And the trick here is just take the top row, pop it off, and then you have a piece that looks just like this, right? And I'm just reading it as blue, yellow, blue, blue, yellow, red, purple. So just the top row. Again, you have the full song pattern. It's like 7x7. But if you just pop off the top row is what we enter into the program. So we take and remember, beautifully, there's no mouse, there's no keyboard needed. You just have to punch in the top row. That's it. So let's try it out. So what I'm going to do here is I got my program open next to me here. Just going to turn my camera a little bit. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Not the best angle. We're doing it kind of raw in this in this video demonstration here. Let me just set up my camera there. Okay. So here we go. We got blue, yellow, blue, blue, yellow, red, purple. Okay, so blue is 4. We're punching in 4. Then yellow is 1. Then blue is 4. Blue is 4. Yellow is 1. Red is 3. And purple is 6. Excellent. Okay, so we punched in the phone number. I'm just going to flip my camera around to check it out. Okay, awesome. Here we go. Okay, so 4144136. And again, here is the pattern. Yeah, blue, yellow. Where is that? There we go. Blue, yellow, blue, blue, yellow, red, purple. Excellent. So we punched it in. Now the top row will match. 4144136. And once you punch it in, it will move. You now get a digital version of the code. Here's the digital version of the code. So we moved from our Lego-like pieces where tactile we're holding in our hand to now the actual pattern on the screen, which is really cool. Remember, there's no mouse, there's no keyboard. Excellent. And now I just added it back again, and here we are with our pattern. Blue, yellow, blue, blue, yellow, red, purple. The first row punches it in, and then we expand it to the other side here. Here's the color code, just colors and shapes. And then here it's open up as a French song where each word, each square, each color square holds a song. And like always, we get the year, the country or language, the name of the song, and the singer. Here it's just a kid's nursery rhyme. Excellent. And we're going to try another version over here on my other computer just to test it out. Let's check it out one more time. So we are punching in. On this computer here, I have the full chart on the screen. And there we go. So we're just going to punch it in. Again, we have 4144136. Excellent. And here is our colorful soap. Let me move those. Always use those black squares to line it up. And there is our color combination I'm holding in my hand. Here's the digital version on the screen with the year, the country, the name of the singer or genre, and the title of the song. Here's where you push the code. And here's where the color and shapes enlarge to hold the actual words of the song. And there is our funny world mini music character guy. That's a chart where we have the colors are paired to different sounds. And as we always see across all the different languages, all the blue squares are words that begin with an L sound or an R sound, right? Alouette, gentil alouette. And you can always match it in that way.